Hey y'all, I'm James Wright and welcome to my shop. Recently I did a video on hobbyist versus pro and wow, I stirred up the pot on that one. So let's keep stirring. I think one of the big problems I had on that video is I made it sound like you could be a professional or you could be a hobbyist. And the truth fact is very few people are one or the other. There are a lot of professionals who do it as a full-time job and that's all they do, but then they go home and they do it to relax. And then there are other people who have a full shop of tools and they just make things for themselves and every now and then they sell something that may make a little bit of the money back. And then there's a lot of people in the middle where they've got another job, but they still make a decent amount of money on the things that they make in their shop. As with most things in life, there's very little that's black and white. There's a lot of gray, and there's a whole spectrum along there where you could be anywhere on that line. The whole premise of the shorts video that I did was trying to tell hobbyists, don't worry, you can relax. You don't have to do everything the way the professionals do because you're doing it as a hobby. You have a different goal. A lot of people took that as, oh no, he's poking fun at the professionals, saying that you don't want to do things the way they do it. No, not at all. What I'm trying to say is that there are a bunch of different ways to do things. This is a fun world that you could do the exact same thing 4 different ways, and you could do it all a power tool way with all the jigs, or you could do it completely freehand and freestyle and whatever you want to do. And there is no right way to do it. But if your current goal is the enjoyment in the process and less about the product, then you shouldn't be doing things in the same way where the other person's goal is the product in the end. And vice versa. If your goal is putting food on the table, you don't want to do woodworking the same way as Joe Schmo who's got 2 hours every week to mess around in his garage. The world of woodworking is a wonderful, beautiful place with so many different ways to express yourself and show what you like and what you enjoy and what money you make. But the moment you go comparing yourself to someone else, then you're taking all the fun out of it. I don't call myself a professional woodworker. There was a time when I did professional woodworking. I sold what I made, but I don't do that anymore because my goal is the enjoyment in the shop. You'll often hear me comparing myself to Rex or Rex Kruger doing the same to me because the two of us have really similar spheres. We're both kind of focused on the hobbyist niche doing hand tool woodworking. But even there, we have 2 very different goals, and that means we're going to do things in very different ways. My ultimate goal on this channel is sharing the joy of woodworking. That's the tagline, and that's really what it is. For me, it's all fun. I work with a big beefy frame saw because I enjoy it. I find this to be a lot of fun. I don't have a bandsaw because I don't find that to be as much fun as this. When I made things for a living, I had a bandsaw because that produced quality work efficiently and quickly. Now, every now and then you're going to come across a professional who is actually focused on hand tools, but that's because they're not as much selling the piece, they're selling the story behind the piece because they're focusing on the artistry that went into making that piece. So in that case, they may have a bandsaw and a turning saw because they use different things for different times for different goals. If you're working in a 1-car garage by yourself on the weekends with spare time, then don't compare yourself to the professional that has a 3,000 square foot shop loaded with all of the power tools in existence and all of the jigs set up for the things that they regularly make. And on the flip side, I've talked to a bunch of professionals who spend their day making things in the shop and then they come home and they want to unwind, and what do? They grab a knife and start whittling or make some intricate weird thing for their own house that they're never going to sell, but they want to play around with and experiment with new things and do it just because they want to do it rather than they want to sell it and make money. I may be sounding like a broken record, but I really want to drive this point home, and that there is no right way to do it. Woodworking has many different ways to get the exact same thing done and has many different reasons you'd want to do those, has many different goals and has many different people. And so because of that, there is no best way to do anything. There isn't a good way for me to compare myself against someone else. And when I go on Instagram and see all these other things that are being made by these beautiful people out there, and I start to feel, oh no, I'm not producing the things I should be producing. My quality isn't to the same level as this person. Well, that's probably because I have a different goal than that person. And I shouldn't be comparing all the pictures I see online to what's coming out of my shop because my shop and my capabilities are very different from any of the others. So stop worrying about perfection. Unless perfection is your goal, then strive for it. You'll never reach it, but keep pushing, because if that's your goal, go for it. But if your goal is to go out in the shop and turn big boards into little boards and make a pile of dust on the floor, then yeah, go have some fun. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll get down off my soapbox. I know. This is one that I rant about quite a bit because I get a lot of comments from people who are trying to compare themselves to someone else or saying that, no, you shouldn't do it this way because they do it this way. And I just want to say, relax. Enjoy the process. Find out what your goal is, and then find the methods that reach your goal. And those are going to be very different from anyone else's methods. The collection of ways that you do things is the way that you do things. And don't worry about that. Have some fun. Enjoy the shop. Make some dust. And just have fun. So I hope you like this one. Yeah, I know a lot of people aren't, but thank you for watching. And if you do have any comments, thoughts, or ideas, things I should know about, or even snide remarks, and you can tell me why I'm wrong, please put those down below. I love reading why I'm wrong because that really helps out the channel. Thank you for that. Anytime you like, comment, share, subscribe, all those things down below. Thank you. It means a lot. Or you could put CBD or CBD. So comment down below. Thank you. But if you really want to be amazing, wonderful, benevolent, and gorgeous, think about joining those people over there. Those are some of the patrons on Patreon. And without patrons, people like you, we would not be here. I get to say what I want to say about topics because I can say that. And if you notice, the channel hasn't been sponsored by anything. I didn't stop in the middle and say, hey, we're sponsored by so-and-so because those people paid for it. Thank you. If you'd like to find out more about that, you know what to do. Links down below. I think that'll do it for now. And until next time, have a wonderful day. Next up, American versus Australian. Stupid people doing all their stuff upside down.